So we are at the beginning of the Overland Track at Ronnie Creek, beginning our journey. It is about, what, about 1 o'clock?
1:30.
1:30. We've left it a little bit later than we would have liked to, but we are on our way. Here's our first little shelter. Little emergency shelter. Is this it? I'm not really sure. Maybe a little boat shed for Elvin or dwarves, hobbits. We've got a late start to the day, we've got to keep moving. Look at this view. Hey, photo bomb! Pretty good. Lookout. How was that, Em? Can't hear you because it's too windy.
Yeah. It was pretty steep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last little chain bit. I actually found it easier, the chain part, because I could use my hands to clamber up on all fours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty hard. It's a beautiful lookout though, and well worth the climb. Very windy. Here is Cradle Mountain in the distance. Nice climb.
Interesting climb.
Yeah. A bit windy. I'm going to turn this off now and keep climbing. So this is Cradle Mountain. And a lot of duckboard, a lot of low-lying scrub. It's been pretty hard. This is a bit easier now. It's so windy. We've had to put the windproof jackets on, except for Em.
Yeah, but she's Superwoman.
She's Superwoman. She doesn't like them. She gets too hot.
Getting hot.
I know. I think that's windburn. Yeah. It's heat and sun. But it is good. It is a beautiful walk. It has been difficult. But the view is absolutely worth it. This is pretty cool. Into a hut. Now that, having a door up there and a shovel, I guess means it must snow here. What do you think of that, Pete?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
The shovel and the door up there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll teach you.
We are making a descent, I think, into Waterfall Valley huts. It has been very windy, very cold, and we've had to rug up a fair bit. Oh, descending the last bit of the stairs to Windermere Hut, Windermere Campground.
Water Valley.
Water Valley? Yeah, we're thinking about pushing on to Windermere, but that was just a big joke. No, we're going to camp here for the night. We're going to set up our tent pretty well straight away, because you never know what the weather's going to do. And I think it's time for a hot chocolate. So we're day 2 on our Overland Track adventure at Waterfall Valley Huts or Campground, and beautiful morning. That's Brinkley's Bluff up there, I think. I'm not too good with names. We managed to get our tent set up and no rain. Didn't get the best night's sleep. There's Pete over there. Little lake here. Toilets are up there. And last night I got chased by a native chicken. Turbo chook. Oh look, there's a little wallaby. There was a wombat here. I don't know if you can see him. There's our little wallaby. And I wish I'd gotten the native chook for you, because he kept chasing me and I'd stop and I'd turn around and say, "What are you doing?" And it'd stop. Then I'd walk a few more paces and it'd chase after me again. They're only here in Tasmania. If I find another one, I'll film it for you. Anyway, time to start packing up the tent. I'll maybe have some breakfast first. Either way, I'll see you out on the track. So here he is, as promised, if he doesn't run away. I don't know if you can see him. Turbo chook. Oh, there he goes. What are you doing, mate? Oh, he wants to hide. See if I can get a close up of him. You see, there's my shadow in the way. There he goes. This is a bugger that chased me last night. Now he doesn't seem to be as friendly. Hey you, turbo chook. Again, they've been extinct on the mainland for about 400 years since the introduction of dingoes, and they are related distantly to the domestic chicken. And I wonder if he tastes any good. Alright, that's enough. Should get off this area. We will see you later, Waterfall Valley Hut.
So yeah, he's called into the office, they know about him. Excellent. Thank you.
We've got our washing machine here, sorry.
You're right. So we're on our way from Pine Valley campsite, Pine Valley Hut, to Windermere, and we're going to stop off at Lake Holmes for a little swim. And whoop, it is all this kind of coral grass country, not much shade. It is a pretty hot day, but we're doing all right, aren't we? Yeah, we're doing okay. We'll see you at the swimming hole. So we've been doing this sidetrack, and this is pretty much the scenery. And look, there it is. Lake Holmes. What is? Barn Bluff. That's the mountain. I thought it was Brinkley's Bluff, but yeah, if I said that before I was wrong. There you go. Pays to look at the map. So this is our little Lake Holmes. It's like a little, well, it's a lake, I guess. It's pretty big. I was going to say a lagoon. It's not quite a lagoon. It looks like a swimming hole. Nice water hole. But it's pretty big. That looks awesome. Let's go down and have a look. .2 k's return this side trip. Bit slippery on that sand here. And I think it's worth it. I think we'll have some lunch here on the beach. A bit of shade would be nice. Maybe over there. Maybe just here. Look at that. I am going to go for a swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm at the Lake Holmes, and who would have thought I'd be in a, you know, on the beach in the middle of Tasmania on a hike. So I'm going to go in because I might wash off my pits and things like that. Let's see how cold it is. Whoa, it's cold.
How's it feeling?
Huh?
How's it feeling?
It's cold. Oh yeah. That is cold.
And,
That's good.
and there we are.
So we are just preparing to leave Lake Will, not Lake Holmes, as I said before. As usual, I got the name wrong. I'm pretty good at that. So day 2, end of our walk today. Looks like we're coming into Windermere. Last little push along the boardwalk. It's been a lot of walking on boards today. Do get a bit bored of walking on boards. Not much shade. I think my arm's gotten quite sunburnt, even with SPF 50. Is it the hole in the ozone layer? Who knows? Here we go, Windermere Hut. Can be on platforms tonight. And this one looks good. Why don't you put a bag on it and then we'll have a look and see if there's any better ones. So we finally set up our campsite at Windermere Hut Campground, and we are on platforms. First time camping on platforms. I've got to say, I'm not much of a fan. I understand the reason why they do it, but hooking all these up, nothing sits quite right. And considering this place is known for its changing weather, I think that could be dangerous. Might all end up sleeping in the hut. But we've done our best, and this is our campsite. We've got some noisy families over there. A chopper pad over there, don't know if you can see it. A beautiful mountain in the distance. And up that path we got some more really secluded campsites, which would have been nice. We didn't see them though. The only problem with this campground, well, besides the platforms, which we just can't get away from, is that 4 out of the 6 toilet blocks are shut. So there's only 2 operational toilets and a whole lot of campers, which makes for some pretty smelly times considering the weather's been pretty hot. But it is what it is, it's peak season. I'm sure the others are probably full. They're pit toilets and they're probably full. They've got to get choppered out, so that's the way it is. Anyway, we're going to have some food. We've got a bit of a rest time today. We only did maybe 10 k's with our side trip. Tomorrow we got about 17, I believe, so it's going to be a much bigger day. We've got to eat up and rehydrate. Try to lighten the packs a bit by eating the food. I'll see you tomorrow. It's day 3 on the Overland Track. We're packing up our gear as quickly as we can. It's early. We want to head out on the track because we have about a 17-kilometre walk today, so the map says. So, quick breakfast, pack up and go, and try to get into camp a little bit earlier today if we can. It's going to be good. Yeah. So we happen to be first on the trail this morning. Yay! We are on our way to New Pelion Hut with a few stops. We heard there's a side track where you can get some phone reception, so we're going to send a couple of text messages, make sure people are okay and let them know what our plans are. We might be getting in a day earlier, and we'll see if that myth, that urban myth is true. Urban myth, you know. Looks like we got lots and lots of rocks. Whoa, bit of a stumble. Yeah, and this reminds me of Larapinta, very much. Days of this up and down mountains, except the rocks there are red. And the view is just as spectacular. It's amazing how beautiful this country is, from desert to alpine regions and yeah, everything in between. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I better keep looking where I'm going. Pine Forest Moor. So a lot of today is plains kind of walking, as far as I'm aware, and it's really windy again, so we've had to put our windproof jackets on, and if you can see some of this cloud up here, it is quite low lying. got to keep pushing on. This bit's very rocky. So we just ran into a guide, Lucky, from a Overland Track tour company. They do the huts, and we're just past the rainforest. So day 3 on our way to New Pelion Hut. We thought we'd stop and have a little bit of a snack in this beautiful forest area. We're not quite at Frog Flats yet.
About another hour and a half.
Yeah, about another hour and a half to Frog Flats. Snack time though. I think we're going to be following a nice old railway line, about 150 years old or something like that.
Oh.
I think. Yeah, so pretty easy walking, big K's, but a pretty nice walk today. Time to eat. So we just left Frog Flats and had some lunch, which was really good. I got to fill up my water bladder, which I'd gone through a lot of today, in the river, and it's really beautiful, clean water. We're just walking through some beautiful rainforest type area. And I think we have about another hour and a half. An hour and 45 minutes of slightly uphill.
Steady incline.
Yeah, steady incline. And then it should even out a bit before we get to New Pelion Hut. And I'll see you there. We have arrived at New Pelion Hut. And we have decided to, well, pretty much these guys convinced me because we can't find a campsite, a platform, that we will get a cabin. And we're just hoping that no families or kids choose this room. No offence to people with families and kids. Look at this. Pretty big. So I've spent my first night in a hut at New Pelion Hut. It was the worst night's sleep that I've had. Too many people, too many squeaky air mattresses, too many snorers, too many fighters. I do have to say at this time, I'll take the opportunity to say, Cedar Summit, you got to do something about those Comfort Light sleeping mats. Yeah. If you see someone with a Comfort Light sleeping mat and you're sleeping in a hut. Welcome to Kia ora. Well, that was unexpected. We were walking a while. I thought I had a bit more to go. And then we got here. Been a bit of an interesting day, lots of ups and downs, mossy rainforest, open plains. It's been a good day. Not as long. A little more technically difficult. Lots of different weather, from raining, started out raining, to really, really windy and cold, to hot and sweaty. Rain jackets on, rain jackets off, rain pants on, rain pants off, beanie, the works. But we're here now. It's time to go find a campsite so I don't have to stay in the hut. So I'm here at Kia Ora Hut, and we finally found a campsite, which is great. We don't have to sleep with all the other people in the tiny, tiny hut, which is the smallest on the Overland Track. I don't know, 20-30 people or something like that. I don't really know. But just walk through to the loo here, and this is really cool. Check Check this out. It's a dome. And I think this is where the workmen from the track sleep. You can see there's all of the like the chicken wire and stuff like that they'll use for gripping on the track. I just reckon this is a cool little dome. Mark III AV. How cool is that? I'd love to know what that is. I'm going to have to look it up. But pretty cool campsite. It's getting a bit windy. Might be a bit of a windy night, but we've been told by one of the tour guide operators that we ran into on the track that it's probably not going to rain until the day after tomorrow, so we should be okay. Fingers crossed this weather does change. Anyway, time to eat some lunch. Morning, day 5. Had quite a wet night last night, and we're up here on the platform. Managed to stay quite dry. I had a good night's sleep. Em didn't have a very good night's sleep. She was quite cold. Yeah, it's time to go and have a cuppa, and then come back and try to pack up the tent without getting too wet, I guess. Gonna strap the tent to the outside of the pack for today's hike. We only got about a 3 or 4 hour hike today, so we should be alright. Let's see what it looks like out there. Oh, I got frightened by a possum coming in just here last night. Freaked out. Day 5, we're getting ready to walk. We'll see you there, Bert Nichols. Bert Nichols' hut. It's going to be about 4 hours. Walking in the rain, maybe a few detours through some waterfalls. We'll see. So we've had to strip off again, because again it's gotten warm and stopped raining, of course. And we're in this beautiful rainforest area. Where'd you go? Pretty cool. Yeah. I'll try to take more footage of today's walk because I didn't yesterday. What is that? That is cool. Toilet. So it looks like we're at Dukan Hut, and there is a platform here. Yeah, one of my original plans was to, instead of staying at Kiora last night, to stay at Dukan and then travel on today to Pine Valley Hut, but our plans have changed, which is no big deal really. Great platform, just so you out there know. Let's have a look and see what this hut looks like. Sounds like a bit of a commotion. Ah, it's the Japanese. Ohayou gozaimasu. Windy, no, Dukan Hut. Dukan Hut? There are some platforms here for camping. Hey, how you going? Good. Wow, this is cool. So I'm making my way up to the toilet at Dukan Hut. Come across these guys, don't really know what they are, but I've been told to go and check out the toilet, but where the bloody hell is it? So I'm back down at this thing. Yeah, back down here. I've got a funny feeling that this is the toilet. Oh, what do you know? Yep. That was it. I'm sure nobody really needed to see that. I'm sorry about that. So we have decided we are going to go to Dalton Falls. Dalton Falls in Ferguson Falls. Go check them out, hey? Wow, look at that. Dalton Falls. It's pretty impressive. Sorry about all the shakiness. It's really hard to film when I'm walking over this terrain. There's lots of roots. You want to move down one? Sturdy as a mountain goat. Whoa. Pretty cool, huh? All goes down into a big rock pool down there. So we're coming up to our second waterfall. Ferguson, is that right?
Yep.
Ferguson. I want to make sure I try to get the names right for you. Wow, wow. That looks amazing. Again, sorry about all the shakiness, it's pretty rough ground. I do my best. I'm not that good at it though, I admit. Wow. Look at that. Watch out, Em. That is very impressive. Just making our way down to Hartnett Falls, I think. Again, me, name's bad. Got a lizard here, gotta watch out for that guy. And of course we've gone from rainforest and lots of rain this morning to, you know, yeah, bush, sunshine, humidity. Just walked down the side of a mountain to Hartnett Falls. So I'm going to fill up my water bottle there.
I was going to say.
This is pretty beautiful. Wow, look at that. It's a perfect place to fill up my water bottle, hopefully.
Either that or there'll be Gaudia.
Have a sip. I'm going to put a steri tab in it just to be sure. So we come to a little water hole just to the right of the waterfall. Yeah, the original entrance to the waterfall. We went left and we went down and looked at the waterfall you saw before. And there's little, you can see them. The water's so clear, freshwater trout.
Okay. Coming towards us.
Yeah.
Let's come to the sun.
And yeah, if I'd known, I would have brought my swimmers, because it's a cracker of a day now. I would have jumped in and gone for a swim. Hopefully the current wouldn't have been too quick and washed me down the waterfall. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I've said it a lot, but it is. Oh, I'm hoping we're only about 20 minutes or so from Bert Nichols' campsite. And check out this. We got one big ass tree. That is cool. Alright, I'm not going to loiter. I'm going to go because I'm hungry. See you back at the hut. Now here are some really big ass trees. You can't see how far they go up because they're just so tall. Hey, take a picture of... Hold this so that I can show people how big this is in perspective.
Yeah, okay. Pretty huge.
Pretty big tree. Thank you. And they're everywhere.
Not sure which type of gum this is, but the yellow box is the one Pete's sitting next to.
Yeah,
The yellow box.
it's a yellow box. That's huge too. Skinnier. This looks like some kind of stringy bark, but I'm not sure. Wow. There's some pretty big trees. And we're at Bert Nichols, aka Windy Ridge, Ridgy Didge hut. Apparently it's pretty fancy. I'm contemplating sleeping inside, or considering what we're due for weather-wise. Yeah, I still want to sleep outside. We'll see. Let's have a look. See what this is like, hey? First impressions always count. Wow. Hey!
Oh, no, don't. I was about to put my head in and I had to look at
You going up? Well, glad to be here. Gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Oh, this is it. This is the bedroom. Is it the bedroom? Yeah.
Hey, how you going?
Good. How are you going?
Good.
Don't actually be down here. Oh no. There you go. This is it.
Big dining room. Alright, that's good. So I've decided to set up the tent. Even though we have a spare room in the hut, I found this awesome little platform. As far as platforms go, because they're not really awesome. But there it is. I'll set up my gear inside. I needed to air the tent out anyway. It was still a bit wet after last night. It smelt a bit funky. So got my stuff set up inside. That's my Montbell sleeping bag. And this is the view. Don't know if you can get it on this. Pretty cool. But those clouds I got to keep an eye on. Got 3 hours before the light goes down. If it looks like it's going to be all pretty bad weather, I'll take it all in and I'll sleep inside. So I'm off to take the tent down. So we slept in the hut again last night, and another pretty noisy sleep. What are your thoughts on the Cedar Summit sleeping mat?
I would 100% not recommend anybody buying one. They are so noisy, and for hiking / camping when you want to listen to the wilderness, all you're hearing is crunch, 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 crunch.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like thunder rolling in. It is, or like distant fireworks or something. I don't know. It's really noisy. That doesn't
So,
cut it.
as a remedy, I tried this. I don't know if you can see. I'll bring it out. I wrapped my liner, my sleeping bag liner over it, and it's less noisy, but still up here, every time you move, doesn't make for a good night's sleep for anyone. It's not inflated, but same thing. Anyway, buy the Nemo, buy the X-Pad. I bought this one. I bought this one and they're expensive, and now I can't buy another one because they're expensive. So Pete, how'd you sleep last night?
Well, you know, if you want to think about thunder, firecrackers and lightning, it was fabulous.
Yeah, why is that? What was the problem?
My Cedar Summit comfort mat, whilst it was moderately comfortable, it makes so much bloody noise, it's not funny.
Right, that's the comfort light, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it was fantastic light and that sort of stuff, but seriously, I don't recommend it to anyone. It makes too much noise.
Are you going to take it back?
Don't know, I have to see.
I think Cedar Summit need to rethink their design on that. Good brand, but
It just makes too much noise.
Yeah.
It disturbs everyone.
bad mat.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go, day 6 on our way to Narcissus Hut. Says 3 hours. That might be a bit optimistic. It hasn't poured down rain, although there are a few little spots. But we're ready. We're ready for it.
Say goodbye to the view.
Yes. That was a great view. This was a nice hut.
No. Wait, let's get going. If it actually starts up, we'll take it.
Onward, onward. So, it has decided to start raining. How much rain are we due for today, Pete?
Maybe 10 mils.
10 mils. For how long? Just part of the day?
All day.
All day.
90% chance.
90% chance.
10 mils.
Starting to
5 to 10 mil.
work. We just put on the rain gear.
We've put on our rain gear. I got the cover on the GoPro. Em's dropping her stuff.
Throwing the camera away.
Let's get moving. Don't know if you can see how tall that is on the GoPro, but they are huge. So I'm wearing my new Marmot pre-sip jacket that I got for my birthday a few weeks ago, and it is pretty well raining. We're gonna good day to field test it. We'll see how it holds up in the rain. I already feel like I'm getting wet underneath.
I reckon it's.
Yeah, it could be sweat. We'll see. We'll see how it holds up. This is what it's meant for. All the reviews said it was one of the best jackets for hiking. We'll see how it compares to these guys' Gore-Tex jackets. How are you guys feeling?
Hot and sweaty.
Hot and sweaty.
I think I'm dry on the inside.
I think you're dry on the inside. I feel wet. We'll see. Cut it, it's okay. So the wind has just picked up and we've come across one of my favourite things. Yay! If you've seen my 6-foot track video, you know how much I love suspension bridges. This is just a little one though.
Pretty awesome actually. Beautiful river. Okay, I better get across so this poor boy can do his worst and hopefully not freak out as he tries to cross the bridge. Let's see how he goes.
That wasn't slippery at all. Alright, Pete's go. Come on, back.
Oh, actually it's quite slippery coming down when there's a couple of people on the bridge. Hurrah! Yeah, this is a bit slippery. Just careful.
That was pretty slippery. We just spoke to a ranger and we're about 5 minutes from Narcissus Hut. There's a beautiful river down there. I think so. And the ferry's been delayed and apparently there's 16 people at the hut and it is standing room only. So hopefully that means we can get a room on a ferry later to Savo. We'll see. Just keep going. Narcissus Hut, and it does look packed. Let's go see how well this rain jacket held up. What have we got here? Is it 2 huts? So it works out and pretty dry. Bit sweaty, pretty dry. So's Pete. So I am rating the Marmot Precip jacket. Two thumbs up. We're just going to try and see if we can get a spot on the ferry.
I have no
Alright, so we're going to head off and catch the ferry now. Hopefully we can get on. We're going to say goodbye to our friends. See you guys.
Hey,
It's been a good trip.
Don't say goodbye to me.
No, she has to come.
Sounded very nice.
On our way down to the jetty. It's cleared up a lot now. The sun's come out. We're still in our rain gear. We're hoping to get a room on the next ferry. Been told we should. We'll drive to the nearest town to eat a hamburger and drink some beers.